to Never Do a Podcast. Best to Never Do a Podcast episode. Shit, I guess 79. Shit, the comeback podcast. What's the deal? You know me, I'm the number guy. I ain't gonna say his name.
What the fuck is that?
What happened? What's the deal? What's the deal, everybody? Welcome back to the Best Never Do a Podcast. We on
Hold on. I gotta exit out of Facebook.
Let me get my charger while I'm waiting on you.
Okay.
Yeah, we on still?
Yeah, we were still live, but I had my Facebook up at the same time, so I heard the feedback.
So what's up? We on? We on or we not on?
Yeah, we on. I told you it was on the whole time.
I thought you said you had to exit the live and shit.
No. I just had to exit out of Facebook tab. The live's still on.
Oh. All right, so what's the deal, niggas? What's the deal? Welcome back. Best to Never Do a Podcast. It's the Zoom edition. Shit, we ain't did this shit in so long. So this is basically the comeback episode. It's time to get this shit back popping. Pod was banging for a minute, then we fell off. And we've been, on and off ever since. Shit, pod was banging. 2 years ago, pod was really picking up good.
Yeah, our shit was going. Yeah, our shit was going crazy, man. Shout out to everybody that's been fucking with us.
Yeah, like 2 years ago. Then we fell off, and what I'm saying, now it's time to get back popping, get back consistent, and get back to popping, man.
We waiting on Sid to pop up, man. Everybody that's in here, man, get in here, show some love, let us know you here. It says about 7-8 people watching right now. Get in the comments, let us know what's up, man. Tap in.
Yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's time to get that shit back popping, though, man. Best to Never Do a Pod. Jonathan Isaac got hurt, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about him, dog.
He got hurt. Wheelchair it off, man. Fucked up, son. Fucked up, son. What God has in store, no man will stop, man. Black Lives Matter.
Let's see it.
I hate that nigga got hurt. I hate that nigga got hurt. I'm just joking, but not laughing at a nigga to get hurt, but at the same time, don't go against the movement, man. Don't go against the movement. Stand firm on your people. Don't go against the movement, man.
Let me see.
Move with solidarity, man. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter, man. We trying to change some shit, man. Don't nobody go get out of line with that shit, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about, though.
Like I said, it's the CNO4 one, right?
Huh?
Need me to send it again?
Whenever these niggas get ready. We all fucked up right now, but like I said, we about to be back consistent with this shit. Try to bring this shit every Sunday. 2 times a week. We really want to bring it 2 times a week, but get this shit back going Sunday and, move like that. But we got a lot of shit to talk about, though, man. Some of my topics fucked up top. But we're going to kick into some NFL. We got a lot of shit. The turn of the NBA. The NBA been lit, though. I like the NBA season and shit. I hate that I can't see it just live. I need to go get my charger. I'll be right back, kid. I'll be right back. Let me grab this charger. Move up. Look at my okay.
All right, Sid, let me know.
You sloppy.
Good drunk. What's going on, Sam? Tap in. Let us know you here. We got about 17, 18 people watching. sick. See this shit popped up as Amanda. I'm looking like, whoa. Damn. Well, that first hit of privilege with no ice. That shit wake you up.
So, baby is Whoa.
What's the deal, fellas?
The deal. Whoa. What's the deal, boy? Y'all niggas ready to get this shit going, so.
Let's get it, man.
How you did all the introduction and all that bad shit. What's the deal? See it in the building and shit, the original third host. What's the word, son? How many pods we gonna get you on now that we back, huh?
You know, right now ain't no high school season, so I'm here.
That's just the deal. Coach Sid in this building. So we got a lot of shit to jump on, man. Let's jump right into this shit. We're going to the return of the NBA. How y'all like the return of the NBA so far, man?
I'm fucking with it. Them numbers look crazy right now. Niggas is hitting open three shit like a screen. I mean, you know what I'm saying? An open run.
Man, them boys had all that time off, man. It's amazing what that body can do when it get time to heal.
Yeah, them niggas fooling. They fooling. It's been some great games, man. I like it. Like I said, I was telling Tony, I'm like, you can't even tell it ain't no fans and shit. You know, with the crowd noise, the virtual fans. You got to be a bored motherfucker to sit there and be a virtual fan, though. I don't think I can be a virtual fan, but.
Hey, but for real, the whole no fans is helping some of them boys. Like, I know, so even though they made it to that big stage, I know that shit gotta make some of them nervous, man. Cause I'm seeing niggas hit 50 that we ain't even seen hit 30 in the regular season. Like,
yeah, you know shit on TJ Warren like that, man.
Hey, man, I ain't say nothing. I ain't saying nothing. That's how y'all feeling.
Playing fantasy basketball the last couple of years, TJ Warren always been. TJ Warren can score though. He can always score. He ain't 50, but he can put up. TJ Warren can put up some numbers.
Put up 15, 17, and you know what I'm saying, some rebounds. You know,
he's a decent. He's a decent. But he went crazy. He was shooting that bitch from around. He was shooting that bitch from everywhere too. That's the crazy thing. He was shooting that bitch from everywhere, son. He was shooting that bitch from everywhere.
Y'all think PG really healed out here, man? Cause he letting that boy fly.
Yeah, but you know he gonna be playoff PG. You know he gonna be playoff PG.
And already gave him a new name. That's Bubble PG right now, man. COVID PG. They get a nickname every season.
You can call that nigga whatever you want to call that nigga. The playoffs, you ain't gonna call him. You ain't gonna call him. Say playoffs, you ain't gonna be able to find that nigga.
All right, man. Let's get it going, man. We 30 people watching right now. Let's get this shit going.
God damn, but my man, I thought we was going.
That's what I thought.
That shit was some side. That shit was some side combo, man. Yeah,
just because your dead ass ain't saying shit. Your dead ass ain't saying shit, nigga. We going. The fuck is you talking about?
No, we don't. We comments while they cooking that damn fro.
Ben Wallace, fear the fro ass nigga. Hey, who's been a standout so far? Harden, just Harden. Portland just won today and shit. I thought they was gonna lose that bitch. I can't believe. I mean, no, they lost. I can't believe they came back from down 24. My nigga Tatum out there crazy. Tatum the next star. I told y'all 2 years ago, Tatum was the next star.
Man, I've been talking about Tatum since he came in the league, bro. Don't go there with the whole Tatum thing, man. I'm not one of your young punks. I've been talking about him since he got here.
Tatum was. I ain't gonna call him my pup, but I told him Kyrie was holding him back, man.
Bucket. Tatum got work.
Kyrie was holding him back, man, with his whole ass. Kyrie whole ass was holding him back, man.
Man, I'm talking about my point guard, man. He in a new home in a beautiful situation. We getting buckets over here.
He ain't getting no buckets. His whole ass ain't playing. Nigga tried to stop the lead and start his own. Bitch ass nigga.
That's
he
cool.
He doing some good things, but nigga tried to stop the lead, man. Kyrie tried to take this shit away from us, man. Fuck Kyrie. Tried to take this good sports away from us, man. You wouldn't be seeing this shit right now for Kyrie, man. If it was Kyrie, up to Kyrie, whole ass. Anyways, what else we had? Bold predictions for the NBA this year, man. What y'all got, son?
Houston end up in the Western Conference Finals over the Clippers.
But you got to stop talking about Houston, B. You got to get off Houston bandwagon, B. That shit is dead. I don't know how you. I don't care about Harden be a bucket. Harden is another one in the playoffs. You know he turned into shit. And that shit, when the shit get deep, he turned into shit. So you got to stop talking about.
I think only averaging 37 in game 6s and 7s, man. Averaging 35 in the playoffs, man.
He only been doing that since you met him. And what do that end up with? What do the result?
And every time he need help, man. His co-star ain't there. Man. You want him to carry the team, man.
I mean, Westbrook might be his first real co-star. You feel me? I mean, he had CP3, but he get hurt every playoff.
Yeah, he always got hurt when they needed him the most.
CP3, and that's my guy. I hate that, but that's like on him now, man. He get hurt every playoff.
Hey, we were just laughing. All right, I'm podcasting. We were just laughing. Well, we wasn't laughing talking about that shit. See, your man just got hurt, man.
Man, we ain't gonna speak on that, man. That man coming back strong, B.
That nigga just got hurt, man. All lives matter. All lives matter.
That man off in a wheelchair, man.
All lives matter.
God don't like ugly, man. God, man, all this good going on in the world, and you come and spew that bullshit, man.
All I know is every person that D said should get hurt and got hurt. First it was KD, Nas, it's Jonathan Isaac. So I think this D got some type of voodoo magic going on over there. Look at that screen go out as soon as we start speaking on it, man. Gotta watch these new niggas, man.
Hey, man, I feel bad. KD got hurt. I did say that shit, and KD got hurt. That shit wasn't funny, son. But I mean, shit, dog put out that bullshit, man, and everybody giving him a pass with that shit, man. Like I said, it wasn't bad. We can jump into that shit, that Jonathan Isaac shit off rip. Let's jump into that shit. It wasn't terrible. You know what I'm saying? You ain't mad at a nigga for doing his own thing, man. Like, I ain't mad at a nigga for doing his own thing, but his explanation was just some bullshit, bro. Like, he ain't articulate that shit the way he should have, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to put God in it and blah, blah, blah. Sound like I said, it sound like all lives matter to me. What it sound like to y'all?
I mean, for me though, I'm not mad at the way. I mean, dog, what, 22? He ain't all the way there yet when it comes to articulate, but he still was on to something. I mean, if he choosing not to be a follower and he believe in what he believe in, how y'all gonna be mad at the man for what he believe in? Like, that makes no sense. I feel him. If you're gonna go by the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Everybody does matter. I get what's going on right now, but you can't be mad at him for his stance for not wanting to just plaster it everywhere.
My thing is, if this was not to dim the light on nobody, we didn't say, I mean, not we. They wasn't going out there saying, fuck the police. They didn't have fuck the police shirts on. They didn't go out there and say, condemn everybody that's wrong. They went out there and had Black Lives Matter shirt. That's not saying Black lives is more important than anybody. That's not out there. That's not out there to shame anybody. That was just out there to let the world know Black Lives Matter. And for you to not support that and to put it on on your faith, that they don't go hand in hand. One don't correlate with the other. Just because so just because you support Black Lives Matter, that means you can't serve. That means you can't serve the God. You can't serve your Lord. You have no purpose.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. Don't get it twisted. That's not what he said. He said, due to my beliefs, I'm not going to single out one race over another because it's not all people. So if that's his belief and that's what he want to stand on, you can't be mad at that man.
But then don't say then don't open it with, yes, I do believe Black Lives Matters. Yes, I support Black Lives Matters. But in the gospel, this, that, and the third, and you can't say you support it and separate it, then turn around and say it's separated. You know what I'm saying? You can't do both. Nobody is asking you to turn over your religion. If you want to stand and support the anthem, more power to you, man. You got the right to do that, dog. But to me, the thing that was wrong was everybody did this, was taking a stand
Sit down.
We have this light, and we just want to show this world, man. We a team, and we want to show the world that Black Lives Matter, man. And you not only did you take that moment you had and made it about yourself.
Sit her down.
You took the conversation away from Black Lives Mattering to let's focus on Jonathan Isaac.
He didn't take the conversation from there. The media took the conversation there, just like how he did now. I mean, because just like I said the other day, what's the difference between him not wearing that T-shirt and not taking a knee versus LeBron, AD, and the rest of those guys not putting something different on the back of their jersey other than their name, because that was another form of a protest. So we can't say one is greater than the other and one is worse than the other. It's still a part of the protest, especially with the league. So how can we sit there and say
everybody didn't agree? Everybody didn't agree that they was gonna put something on the back of their jersey. That wasn't move.
Everybody didn't agree that they was gonna take a knee. Everybody didn't agree they was gonna wear that T-shirt.
Everybody did. Everybody in the league agreed on wearing a T-shirt.
Everybody in the league didn't agree on that, bro. Y'all two are at a part of the union right now. You know how the union works. It's all about voting. That just means a group of people got outvoted. That don't mean everybody agreed on it.
The union also mean don't cross that line. Don't cross that line. Come on, man. Move, man. Move.
Greg Popovich.
Go the other way.
And two other white players didn't kneel, and it wasn't a big deal. They still had Black Lives Matter shirts on, man. It wasn't the fact he didn't kneel. It was the fact he didn't even show support to the Black Lives Matter movement when we got that. That's what we all doing. You know what I'm saying? That shit, damn, the Black Lives Matter movement almost stopped the league from happening. You know what I'm saying?
You mean to tell me because a young black man in the league didn't wear a T-shirt, didn't wear a knee, is going to deter you off from what the focus was? And see, that's the shit what I say is the media, because that shit right there had nothing to do with anything. That's a young black man deciding to do and sticking to his guns. How are we going to be mad at him for that? Y'all still ain't said nothing to me to make me feel that way. I seen people in the comments on the group page calling him a coon. I done seen all types of things from him. And I think it's full of shit. Because that man made a choice. So what? Deal with it. Like, what y'all gonna do about it? Ain't nobody gonna criticize the next man for not putting nothing on the back of that jersey. So what? Everybody didn't agree to it. It was something that was put in there that the union said was okay. The NBA gave them a certain things that they could put on that back of the jersey. Whether or not everybody decides to do to it, that was also something that was put in the union and the players board to say that it was okay. So don't criticize one and not the other. Y'all niggas can't keep picking and choosing. And that be the shit I be talking about when motherfuckers start protesting. The problem with black folks is, we don't do everything together.
But because look, exactly, you're right. When we can never agree on something. Everybody agree on something, and guess what he did? No, I ain't with y'all. I don't agree with that.
They didn't all agree on it. They didn't all agree on it. It don't matter. They all didn't agree on it.
The whole league, that's the thing. The whole league did agree on it. The whole league got the shirts on. Except for him, but that's why it's a big deal, bro. Why don't you understand that everybody agreed on it and
obviously everybody didn't agree on it?
He the one. He made it a big deal. It would be less of a big deal.
He didn't make it a big deal. The media made it a big deal.
All right, man. You go. All right, dog. You go to work without no pants on and see if it's not a big deal. You the eyeball. It's everybody is wearing pants.
They go to work with no pants.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog. It's like everybody agreed on this shit, and you like, oh well, I just didn't feel like doing it. I don't agree. That's just stupid, man. Ain't nobody mad at them. Go ahead.
I didn't have a problem with him not wearing that shirt, man. Like you said, everybody, Pop didn't kneel. There was a couple players that didn't kneel. I didn't have a problem with that shit. I had a problem with his excuse. Like I said, his excuse basically sounded like all lives matter. And when you put that shit out there, like you said, like I think Sean Cousin said in the group, like when you put that shit out there, man, like as black folks, when one get out of line and you put that shit out there, make it an excuse, make it okay. You know what I'm saying? Like basically saying all lives matter. If he's saying all lives matter, you make it okay. Then they tend to be like, oh, you see what I'm saying? It goes against the movement. You know what I'm saying? It fucks up the movement. It fucks up what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that shit. We need our people together. You know what I'm saying? And if one is off, one is out, and we're not together, it looks crazy. It looks crazy. We got to be together.
That's what they looking for. They looking for the separation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They looking for the divide. All it takes is one of them for them to agree. You think it's a coincidence? Jonathan Isaac got the second selling jersey in the NBA right now?
Right, his jersey going crazy right now.
Come on, man. That ain't no coincidence. Yep. Who you think buying those jerseys?
Yeah. I agree. I think that's some bullshit. Like I said, it's not about him not wearing it. He can do it. I mean, I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that. He ain't have to wear it. But his excuse is like some bullshit. His excuse was some bullshit to me. That's my opinion on it. You got the right to feel whatever way you want. But to me, his excuse was some bullshit. And it sounded like all lives matter. And how can all lives matter if black lives don't matter? That's just it. How can all lives matter if black lives? If all lives matter, why are y'all so mad that we saying black lives matter? Flat out. Go ahead, Sid.
Hey, but like I told Tone originally, man, I didn't think that he owed anybody an excuse. I'd rather he had not said nothing at all.
That would have been better. That would have been okay.
They put that young man on the spot. He felt like he had it together to say something, and he didn't have it. But at the end of the day, it didn't make a difference. If that's something he didn't want to do, he didn't want to do it.
That would have been way better. Anybody else?
I just think he got the reaction he deserved, because if, like I said, if that was JJ Redick, if that was a white player and he did that, didn't wear the shirt, didn't do that, and basically said all lives matter, they had a pitchforks out for him. They had damn near try to force that man to retire. So every criticism he's getting is deserved. You can't. That's what you supposed to say. That's that half-ass shit. It don't matter who you are. That's taken away from the attention. You gonna get the vitriol of upset people, dog. No matter you black, white, or whatever. So he deserved it.
I agree. I'm with you on that, bro. That's it. Everybody done with that? Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep going. Let's go on to that. Let's talk about.
And real quick, my bad. I know. Get well soon, Jonathan Isaac, because as we recording this, man, he just got carried off in a wheelchair. Look like it might be an ACL or something with his knee, like his knee buckled.
Yeah, I was joking blah. I mean, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. But I don't want nobody to be hurt, man. Seriously, he don't deserve that shit. I wish you well.
What's going on, Keith? Young guy. Keith in the chat.
What's the deal, Keith? Young player, man. You wish him well, man. Hope he come back better. But I just ain't understand that shit he was doing. What you eating? But I ain't want to see. I just wish he would have went about that shit better. Like Sia said, it probably would have been better. It probably would have been better if he didn't say anything. Period. If he didn't say anything. But let's keep it going. Because we jumped off of that on our subject with that shit. So we talked about bold predictions. I don't think, did y'all niggas make bold predictions? Oh, Tone did. Sia, did you make a bold prediction for the NBA?
No, I didn't.
Do you got any bold predictions for the playoffs?
No, I'm still sizing these boys up, man. I don't think the Lakers gonna be in the finals though. I can say that for sure.
That's a bold prediction. Why not?
I just don't see it. I feel like his pieces missing. Like, I don't think LeBron gonna be able to carry them over the hump by himself. I mean, they just struggle with the Clippers without Lou, and you had a 60% Pat Bev, and barely beat him. So I just don't see it.
Hey, to say LeBron by himself when you got Anthony Davis over there, that's a little crazy, son. To say LeBron by himself, Anthony Davis a bucket.
I mean, I ain't sleeping on AD, but AD still ain't proven to carry no team over the hump. He in the same boat as Harden. He in the same boat as Westbrook. He ain't never carried nobody by himself. So, like I said, I don't see LeBron beating them niggas by himself. AD gonna get it. He gonna do his thing, but is it gonna be enough?
I think a lot of niggas. Go ahead.
No, but that's the thing. It ain't AD by itself when you got LeBron.
No, it ain't AD by itself, but it was just them two the other day. What they win by? What, 2, 3, 4?
And that's all you need. It was Kawhi, and it was Kawhi and PG by themselves. And
they barely pulled that out without
and you also know
of the year.
And you know, last time they played with Harold, with fucking Lou, they lost.
They lost.
You know what I'm saying?
The first one was that 1 for 4 for the Lakers?
No, they 2-1. The Clippers won the first game.
I thought the Clippers won the first 2 or 3, and then the Lakers finally got one.
No. They won the first 2. I mean, they won the first one. The Lakers won the last 2. But that's neither here nor there. when Lou Will is on the floor, they put him in a pick and roll. He giving up points. He don't have no defense, so they hunting him. They hunting Lou Will when he on the floor. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give you 18 points. But what's 18 points when you giving up 22 when you only playing 23
and
minutes?
What you think they about to do to J.R. Smith and motherfucking Deion Waiters?
They play more D than him. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, don't diss Waiters, man. Waiters out there. Waiters the point guard of the Lakers, man. Don't be no fool. Don't be no fool. Waiters the point guard over there.
I like Waiters, man, but
no, you're not going in. You wet, man. You're not going in, man. You're not going in the house. You wet, man. You did all that. You're not going in the house, man. Waiters the PG over there. I mean, if you look at it, the games are going to be better. I mean, of course, it's going to be a better matchup when Lou Will and Hero are there. But you know what I'm saying? The game is the game. Whether they lose, whether you win by 2, you win by 20, you win.
The win is a win. Don't get me wrong.
LeBron played bad. You know what I'm saying? LeBron shot terrible that game. So eventually he's gonna play better. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. AD is a bucket. AD gonna be AD. He's gonna get you them same numbers. He's gonna be a problem. It's a bold predicament. I mean, a bold prediction to say that the Lakers not gonna be in the finals. I ain't mad at it. A lot of people say the Raptors gonna go on back to the finals. What y'all think? The Raptors are playing tough in the East.
Yo, they playing real good right now, man. I can't even knock that prediction.
They playing real tough. Where your jacket at?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
A lot of people bold prediction has been the Raptors will return to the finals.
I'm gonna give you my Eastern Conference bowl prediction though for sure. I got faith in the Heat right now.
The Heat?
I got faith in the Heat.
That's crazy right there. That's the bold prediction for real.
They all play D and they shooting that thing right now. So if you can't slow them down, it's gonna be a problem.
But I think they will slow. I think you will slow them down. I don't see the Heat beating Boston. I got Boston going to the finals myself. I got Boston going to the finals.
They only got Boston by 2 games. I ain't worried about Boston. I'm really just worried about the Bucks because I don't see them having an answer for Giannis. But if they spread the flow right and box it in, they can slow that down.
I think they got the best answer for Giannis more than anybody else with Bam.
Oh, that's true.
I think Bam outside of fucking maybe Philly got the best chance at stopping Giannis in the East.
I really got no faith in Philly, man. There's something wrong with that team.
I'm still.
Tone like Philly. Tone, you only nigga that still like Philly, man. Philly.
Hey, Austin love Philly too, man. But I just ain't got no faith in Philly.
I don't got no faith in Philly.
He like him on a video game. He would try with Boston and them. I don't know why. I like Ben Simmons. I like Tobias. I think if they can get a rhythm, they can figure it out. If they get a little chemistry, they still got a chance. They just got a squad, man. They got talent. It's hard.
I fuck with Ben Simmons. He has improved his shot. I like Ben Simmons a lot, but that Boston, that Philly team, I told you I didn't like them when they let Redick go and they brung in Horford. I thought it was a bad combination.
That was terrible because they made the team even slower.
Yeah, slower. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Tone said defensively they was better, but they slower. And the lead is playing up tempo. They slower. And then we
defensively they got better, but they clogged up the paint.
Right, they clogged up the paint. And I mean, we know the game slowed down in the playoffs, but they're a bad matchup. They're a bad matchup.
Hey, the game slowed down, but if you're a good coach and you see the mismatch, you're gonna have to speed them up because they can't run the flow with you.
They can't. So I don't like Philly at all, man. I don't like Philly at all. I'll go Toronto before Philly. Miami, I can't say I like Miami either. But like I said, I believe it's between Boston and Milwaukee for sure.
I got a certain respect for Jimmy B over there, man. So I just want to see some success for my dog because he be getting it out the mud, man. But wild question for y'all, man. If you had to let go of somebody from Philly to change that team, who would it be? Ben Simmons or Embiid?
Ben Simmons?
Embiid.
That's a tough question.
I'm gonna go with Embiid because I think you could count on Ben Simmons more. Embiid health issues, his conditioning, he can't stay up and down, or he can't play a full 4 quarters. He can't run up and down the floor, and every time he fall, you worry is it for him.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
When he hit the
You're
floor,
right with
you
all
think he
that.
broken?
You're right with all that. But if you took Ben Simmons away and put Russell Westbrook on that team, is it better or worse? That team better or worse?
The same.
It's the same.
You think it's the same? Y'all think it's the same? I think it's better. I think it's better. I think it's better. With Embiid.
What do Russ do? What do Russ do that Ben don't do?
He more aggressive scorer. He's more aggressive scorer. He's not a great shooter, but
you seen what Houston had to do for him to beat Russ? They had to get rid of their center. So Embiid gonna be in his way. Embiid only got a post game.
That is true. That I can't argue.
And he shoot too much. And he sometimes
but on that Philly team, you need somebody that's gonna shoot like that. You mean
not if you're not making them. That's the thing. He shoot them and don't make them at all.
But if him and Embiid can get together and they can work that shit good, I like that shit. I like that 1-2 better than Ben Simmons and Embiid's 1-2. You know what I'm saying?
That 1-2 with Westbrook and Embiid is bringing back Westbrook and I can't think of his name right now. OKC.
Adams.
Let's bring Westbrook and Adams back. That was no real success.
I disagree because Adams can't shoot like Embiid. Embiid probably like shooting 30-something% from three. He could shoot from anywhere. It ain't like he just a corner 3-point shooter. He can really shoot the three.
But that's not his game. That's just not his game.
It's a big part of it. His jumper is a big part of his game.
Yeah, the 15-foot in, that tray ball ain't his game. They still ain't talking about him.
Ask Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond was jumping out the gym off a pump fake from Embiid at the 3-point line.
I mean, Andre Drummond can't play D. He jump out the gym for anybody that ball fake.
Most bigs in the league.
Hey, listen, and I'm gonna put this on the record too, because Austin think I hate Westbrook, man. I love Westbrook game, man. But his selfish play with his aggression just ain't it when it's time to be a playoff team. Like, I just think he's a selfish player. Is he good? Yes, he's great. Hall of Famer, probably first ballot. But he got to learn how to get that ball up and make better decisions in the playoffs. Him chucking up 4 to 6 threes ain't his game. It ain't who he is. Drive, kick, finish at the rim. Like that's your game.
No, she's not getting back in that pool. No, she's not getting back in that pool. Get down. You soaking wet. She's not getting back in that pool. No, go.
What's the next topic, D?
So keep it going. We was talking about we was gonna jump on that Lou Will versus Perk. We was gonna talk about Lou Will laughing. So yeah, you did say you tired of Perk. Why are you so tired of Perk though?
He annoying, bro. He comment on everything. Like, I still don't look at him like he real media. I don't even look at him like he real media. I feel like the media hired him like the little inside snitch. Like, you know what? He real cool with the players. We're gonna keep him around.
He gonna get us some information. He gonna get us that information that we need.
Yeah,
man. I ain't mad at that.
He being used now. Is he getting his check? All right, get your money. I ain't messing with your money. But I just don't like the fact that I feel like he's being used.
I was gonna say, I think that's his job. He does talk a lot. He does talk a lot and say some crazy shit, but don't we all? You know what I'm saying? But don't we all? Sometimes when you don't say the unpopular decision, the unpopular thing, no, she's soaking wet. She can't go in. She can't go in right now. She's soaking wet, jumping in that pool. But sometimes when you don't say the unpopular thing, you're gonna get criticized for it. Some of his shit is crazy. Some of his shit is just accurate. With the Lou Will thing, he's right. He's right with the Lou Will thing. Can't be mad at him about that. Lou Will should know better. Lou Will should know better. That's just crazy for Lou Will to do that. That's just ridiculous. But I like Perkins, man. I like Perkins. I mean, shit, it's his job. It's his job, man. He's doing his job.
Yeah, I agree. That's a part of his gig, man. Keep it as honest as possible. And shit, everybody that does it, fans criticize him. When it's unpopular, like we criticize Paul Pierce, we criticize Steven Jackson, we criticize everybody who keep it as honest as possible. It's like, do we want representation on TV, or do we just want the white man to talk?
Because that's the thing I was about to say. I mean, and then when you have a guy who's for the players, who who's always with the players on everything they do, like a Stephen A. Then you say they kiss ass. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta decide what you want. You know what I'm saying? You want a guy that's gonna keep it real, or you want a guy that's gonna kiss ass. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his job. Sometimes that shit is just, it's hard for people to understand because you're a player. You're supposed to be a player's guy, blah blah blah. But when you fuck up, you fuck up. That's just what it is.
And I'm cool with that. Like, you mess up. I just don't. It's something about Perkins. He just annoying.
You called out KD, man. Keep it a bean.
It ain't got nothing to do with just KD, though. He annoying. No, it has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Nothing. CJ, that's different. You know what I'm saying? CJ, he get on my nerves. He's annoying because I felt like he had a little whole move in the way to the pile was over to speak his
You
piece.
hate the truth, Sid. You gotta quit hating the truth, dog.
You talking about the power with CJ and with CJ and
CJ said what everybody else said.
Yeah, what everybody else is thinking. Sid is but people that don't know, Sid is KD's man. You know what I'm saying? That's KD man. So he gonna rap for KD, and that's why he mad. Like I said, and that's why he's mad at Perk, and that's why a lot of people mad at Perk. But if you keeping it a being on that argument, KD was in his feelings on that argument. KD was in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? KD was in his feelings. Perk wasn't disrespecting KD at first till KD disrespected him.
Hey, listen, everybody on that Facebook Live, man, tap in. If you think Perkins is annoying and he's a little mole, all you got to do is tap in. Just put a little rat comment in the comments. Drop a rat in there, man. Dog's a little snitch for the media, man. He's a little snitch.
No, man. Get that jacket. It's about to get wet. Get that jacket. I think he's doing his job, man. He's doing his job. That's what he's supposed to do, man. Like I said, when you don't do your job, then you want to call him out for being an ass kissing. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Come on, man. We gotta make up our minds, man. What we doing?
Was that wrong? What we doing? Keep it a bean, see. Was that dumb or not on Lou Will Park?
Lou Will, a 15-year vet at that.
Hey man, they say when you're in Atlanta, that's the culture, man. You go there to get wings. Shout out to Lou Will, man.
Lou Will is so Lou Will is so much part of the culture in Magic City. The wings he went and got is named after him. So you don't think he can call a dancer, a waitress, a chef like, hey, bro, I'm about to pull up, bring them to the back, or tell his people don't take no fucking pictures?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hey, now that's what should have been done.
That's the thing. He should have said no pictures. Lou Will got to be smart enough to know that, come on, dog, you can't do no pictures. Because even if you'd have had somebody bring them, that's still doing the wrong thing with the bubble. I ain't mad at that, though. I ain't no snitch like that.
You can be out. Because what's the difference in him being at his mama's house? He was excused to be gone.
He was on, You're right. He was out on the funeral. So yeah.
So what's the difference if they would have rented out Roof Chris, or you know what I'm saying? Went to Roof Chris with the family. Is it a difference?
How y'all feel about girl snitching on him too? Talking about she danced for him. He has a good temper. How y'all feel about girl snitching on him, man?
Cloud is a hell of a drug, man.
She wild as hell. So Lou Will gotta know better, man. Like you say, that picture fucked everything up. Don't be mad at Perk. Be mad at your man for taking that picture. Be mad at your man for taking that picture. Kicking and keeping it going. Y'all, anybody else have something to go with about the fit?
No,
y'all got anything else?
Perk don't get that much attention.
Y'all got that? Y'all got anything else with the NBA? Y'all want anything else with the NBA?
KD will be back soon, man. Be ready, man. I'm locked in, ready for the next season.
What are you gonna do?
Oh man, we going to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. We'll be there.
What?
In that pool?
Yeah. In that pool. Go on. Get away from me, man. We jump to the NFL. Jump into the NFL, man. Stop. Leave that pool on. We jump to the NFL, man. Will we have an NFL season?
Yeah.
Will there be an NFL season this year?
Yeah, I think they're gonna try to get one. I don't know if it'd be a whole season, but they're gonna try to get one off the show.
The New England Patriots has lost 8 players opting out. You got players opting out everywhere. Everywhere you got players opting out. Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford is a name I'm hearing. I know he got tested for COVID, and he's out for quarantine. He came in contact with somebody with COVID. That's all we know right now. Don't pull her neck like that, Aubrey. Don't pull her collar on her neck like that. We know he came in contact with somebody with COVID, and he's out for at least 2 weeks. But there's a lot of rumors, a lot of rumors and speculation that he's gonna opt out for the season. If Matt Stafford opt out the season, do you want a season as a Lion fan, Tone?
Yeah. I mean, we got a chance to get one of those top 3 quarterbacks coming out next year.
True enough that. Sid, you've been very vocal talking about it ain't gonna be a season. You think we have a season this year?
Nope.
Not at all.
I don't see how. I mean, if they're gonna take the road that
let her in.
They trying to take on the high school level where they trying to move the season, maybe. But if they trying to start that season on time, I just don't see it. It's gonna be like what was that movie, The Replacement? We're gonna watch a bunch of people that want a second chance. Because I mean, all these big names dropping out.
Yeah. And how crazy is it for these players on these 1-year deals? It's going to new teams, man. These vets is, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay in the league. That's bad for them. A lot of them guys opting out, man. I feel bad for them because I don't know how that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I hope we have an NFL season. I hope in some kind of way we have an NFL season, but I'm getting to look at it like, damn, man, we're not gonna have one. 8 players on one team already out. 8 players on one team? Like, damn, man. It's not going to be fair for, you know what I'm saying, this team to lose all their players and everybody else, and we still have to play that season. It's not going to be fair. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, I don't know, man. I don't know how they do that shit. Because the NBA bubble is great. You know what I'm saying? How they doing that shit, but you can't do that shit with the NFL. You can't do that shit with the NFL at all. You can't do that shit with the NFL.
Say you a player slightly established, like Juju Smith. If you was Juju Smith, and would you play?
Me personally?
Yeah, both of y'all.
Yeah, I will play. Where did you just go?
I wouldn't play.
Where you just go?
And I've been like looking at all the things that they trying to come out with. Like, I know dude about to make a killing, but he just came up with a face mask to go over their face mask protection. So he made a shield to clip over there so they're not breathing on each other. But that ain't enough. That's one kind.
How can you wear all that equipment though? Helmet, man, all that shit, man.
And that's why I said,
hot, man.
That's what I said.
That shit is hot, man. I
mean, at the level they used to it, man. It ain't nothing new.
They used to it, but you got your face mask on, the motherfucker.
At what level of a player would you have to be to play to risk it? See, all right. Would you be a player like, say you was on the edge, like this name just came to my mind, Joique Bell, borderline NFL player. Are you playing?
I'm looking at my savings account, and that determines my risk. Because I got him in the same. It might sound crazy, but I got him in the same category as Cam. It's messed up to say it like that, but nobody really wanted Cam. They really written him off. So for somebody like Cam, can he afford to not play?
Yeah, Cam got $100 million in the bank. He can afford not to play, and he can
afford not to play. But as an athlete that wants to play, can he afford not to play?
Right.
Yeah. I think Cam could have set out because Cam could sit out this year and still have a team interested next year, because a lot of teams didn't bring Cam in. What the excuse they said was they couldn't bring him in for a physical. He was coming off an arm. He was coming off a shoulder injury, so they couldn't bring him in and work him out. That was the excuse they used, even though other quarterbacks were signed without physicals. But another year for Cam to rest, he can afford to sit out and still have a shot at, and still get teams to bring him in next year.
I mean, I can see that if that's the truth.
So, Tom, would you play?
If I'm a player like Joique Bell, I'm playing.
And Tom won't even come outside to play cards with us. Do you know he's not playing?
If I'm Joique Bell, but I go outside to work. That's the difference.
But see, that's how I look at it. Me personally, but it's all about your family. So I understand. I respect these guys who's not playing for their family. So it's different. Like me, I'm in the field. I'm outside every day. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work. So I'm in the field every day, so it's like, fuck, I'm out here. So that's why I would look at it like I would play, all that blah, 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 because I'm out in it all the time anyway. But it's about your family. I understand these guys got Marquise Goodwin, who has lost 2 children, you know what I'm saying, and just had a newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? I understand people like that. If Matthew Stafford decides to opt out, I understand like shit like that. His wife had a brain tumor, and he got 4 little babies, 4 kids at the house. You know what I'm saying? I understand players like that. So I understand. But me personally, I will play.
What about Stafford? Would you understand after knowing what his wife has went through over the last couple years? I hear you say Stafford name.
Yeah.
So would you be mad? Would you be mad if Stafford decided not to play?
No, I will understand. I'm not mad at no player that decide not to play. I'm not mad at no player that decides not to play. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you have your own reasons. You know what I'm saying? Family comes first, man. Your health comes first, man. Your health comes first. So if you feel you don't supposed to, but now, like I said, but I'm scared for those guys like a Marquise Goodwin who's already had a lot of injury trouble. You know what I'm saying? And on his way on the downside of his career, and he had a deal in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. I'm scared for those type of guys. I'm looking at that guy like the same with what's the running back, Damian Williams, the running back in Kansas City, who Kansas City had drafted running backs 2 years in a row. You might not never be a starter running back again. You know what I'm saying? You might not never be a starter running back again. This is your opportunity to continue to being a starter running back. You know what I'm saying? This might be your last season as a starter running back in the NFL, period. And he opted out. I'm not saying it's a bad move for him, but I said I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? I would be worried, like, how can I come back? You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. That's what I'm saying.
Every sport got its rich reward, man. And at the end of the day, I mean, if you out of it due to your family or your personal health reasons, I understand. Because I personally didn't think any of these sports was going to take place this year. I thought we was about to be sportless. So
yeah, I agree.
So what's the plans for fantasy? Are you gonna have a fantasy league?
Definitely. Football players play, fantasy playing. I am. I mean, me personally, football players play. We definitely having a fantasy.
So would you come up with a clause? Because like if niggas gonna bitch.
That's a fact.
Hey,
I take Tom Brady first round or whenever. I take TB. That's my starting quarterback. Then all of a sudden he got COVID or he not playing no more due to COVID because it diagrams and change.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. You better draft a backup. I mean, we all going into this shit. It's a risk for everybody. We all going in this shit it's a risk for everybody. Nobody we draft. What can we do about that? You know what I'm saying? If you drafted Tom Brady, if you draft a player and he end up getting COVID, what can we do about that? Can we say, okay, let's do the draft over in the middle of it? No. You know what I'm saying?
What I would try to do, I'm gonna see if I can play it. If your top 3 picks get COVID at any point, I will. What I would just off the cuffs, I'll probably give you the first waiver order.
That ain't shit though.
It ain't. I mean, like you said, you can't redraft. It's better. It's just
better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, man. It's better than nothing. But man, I mean, hey man, we know that you know the risk, man. Don't play fantasy if you're gonna be like that, man. But
people are. I'm just saying, you gotta be prepared for it.
But at the same time, you gotta be straight up with people. Me as a commissioner, that's how I would handle it. I ain't mad at nobody else for handling their league the way I am. I'm handling my league like that. Like, man, it is what it is. I mean, we all going in this shit. Everybody's going in this shit, hoping their guys don't, you know what I'm saying? Hoping COVID is, is over, blah, 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 or they, not over, but, everybody can maintain and be safe. So it's a risk for everybody. Giving them a waiver ride when nobody's out there, that's just terrible. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Then what you do when they be like, ain't nobody there? Because niggas gonna bitch off a girl, but anything. They gonna bitch off anything.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Tone. All I heard was he said the way he run his league, basically saying that you ain't running your league appropriately. B. That's all I really heard out of all that.
I just said
the league owner that he is. He up front.
Like
you ain't up front.
What I said was death row is death row. B, we gonna roll it like that. Death row is death row, man.
Why niggas fuck with me, man? You know what I'm saying? You got to show love to your people, man. Niggas spend good money with you, man. So I show love to my people.
Death Row been running for a good damn 10 years. You know what I'm
You
saying?
see
We've been going
you
good.
see what happened with Death Row? Death Row crashed hard.
Hey, nigga, you can get your ass whipped and drink a couple shots of piss like niggas doing. Get your ass whipped and all that shit at Death Row.
Death Row crashed hard,
it's
man.
Death Row. But with like I wanted to say something like to go off what Steele was saying. Like he didn't think it was gonna be no sports. I was the same way. I mean, I wanted it to be. I had faith that it was gonna be sports. But I'm hoping we can look at it like everybody like a couple months ago, or a couple weeks ago, you thought the NBA was gonna be trash and stop the season, blah blah blah, and the shit ended up being great. You know what I'm saying? It's great right now. It's great right now. Hoping the NFL can do the same thing. Hoping Major League Baseball can do the same thing. Whatever you like, I hope they can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You might have some hiccups like the MLB is having right now, but I hope they can return and everybody just get what they want, man. We need something, man. You're gonna go crazy. Look at the world right now. Look at the world, and I'm not just saying it's because of sports. It's just period of because people was locked in. Look at the world right now that everybody got out, man. It's crime everywhere. People get murdered every day. We need something, man. You need something.
I know we jumped onto the NFL, but we didn't really touch on the whole thing with Zion and his minute restrictions right now, and his team being on the bubble of the playoffs. How do y'all feel about his restrictions? Like, is that okay for him to be sitting right now? I know he's trying to get his legs up under him so-called, but does that make sense for a team that's trying to push to be in the playoffs?
As a competitor, you want to get out there and do what you got to do. You want to push it to the limit. But as a businessman, and your body is a business, your body is your business. You got to take care of your body. Don't worry about this season, man. Fuck it, it's a wash. But you can't risk yourself and going out. Like we was talking about that shit earlier when we was watching that Boston game, and they was talking about Kimba on that minute restriction. And it's a tight game. We was up 24. Now we down 2. You know what I'm saying? Why Kimba ain't playing? I'd rather have you for long term than just, you know what I'm saying? And Kimba, that shit is different because we talking about just a regular season versus the playoffs. But with Zion, we talking about the rest of the year to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I'd rather have Zion healthy for next year, or whatever we can do to make sure that engine is running consistent, then risk it all for a couple games and be in the playoffs. That's how I look at it.
They got to figure out what's going on with Zion as far as like his lower extremities. Like, what's wrong? What do y'all know why he on a minute restriction? When did he get hurt? We just came off 4 months.
It wasn't an injury. They put him on a restriction from when he had the time off with his family. And when he came back, they said he hadn't really had a chance to practice and get his legs right, which it sounds like
sound right. That don't sound right. So it gotta be
that sounds like an injury. Yeah, that sounds like
it gotta be an injury. So they gotta figure out, and really I don't know if he need another surgery or if he need I don't know. They gotta figure out why he can't 20. He should be able to bounce back and play 30 minutes off from drinking at 3-4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? What was you doing at 20, Sid? Like he should be running full steam ahead. That nigga.
You already know you was at them games, baby.
That's a good reason. That's a good reason why it's okay to rest him now, because when do you have time to do all that shit right now? In the pandemic, in the bubble, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't have he don't have the luxury of doing all that shit. Of course, they got team doctors there and everything else, but he's not gonna get what he needs. You know what I'm saying? To do everything you want to do right now. So.
But shit, he just had 4 months to do it. You could have sent a team doctor to his house. That's what I'm saying. I want to know what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was more information on what the hell is wrong with him.
Shit, they do too. Shit, they do. You think they don't want to? Shit, they do too. Shit, they can just take it as it comes.
Them niggas got a 2020 Bentley truck and can't go 2 miles.
with a goddamn Ford Explorer motor. God damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I wish the young boy who talking about Zion, and we was talking about, I think Sia asked this question. And I think it's a decent question, man. I mean, I think it's a decent question. Right now, well, not right now, even if the Lakers won that championship and the Pelicans go on to be good, and Zion, let's say Zion can stay healthy, who won that trade? The Lakers win 1 championship.
Just one championship.
You know what I'm saying? They even if they just lose the championship and they don't win a championship AD end up being there, and they're a contender in the next 5 years. They're still a contender the next 5 years. But the Pelicans stay on the pace they are right now. I won't say they better. I won't say they worse. They stay on the pace they right now, and Zion can stay healthy.
No championship. Okay. No championship is an L. Lakers, that's an L trade for Lakers. Them niggas don't care about being competitive.
Right.
So the Pelicans win that all day long because just being competitive is good for the Pelicans. But 5 years just competing for the Lakers ain't good enough. You need at least one championship.
So even if they won one championship,
you need at least one.
Let's say they win. They win one championship. They win one in the next 5 years. The Pelicans are a great second round playoff team.
All right, one championship is better than no championship.
Huh? What? It's dark. Come on, get it and go back in the house. Come on. Put your shoes on. Don't come out here with no shoes on.
I still think the Pelicans won the overall deal because they got what they wanted out of it. They wanted that young talent. They wanted something for the future, and the Lakers getting that right now. Now, if the Lakers don't pull off a ring, it's a big L for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought you
taking LeBron, it's gonna mess up. They don't get a ring. I feel like it also mess up LeBron legacy too.
What'd you say, Tom?
No, I was just saying I thought Sia was just gonna acknowledge he just said what I said.
I thought about it.
What you say? That's an oxymoron.
I was all in the comments on the live. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I was in the comments on the live.
Do we got some? Keep going in the NFL, man. Let's speed this shit up. Keep going. We gotta speed it up, but just keep it going. The NFL. I'm looking at the NBA. I've got life in the bubble in the NFL. Antonio Brown, man. Antonio Brown gets his 8 games. Does the team pick him up?
They pick him up. I mean, he's still worth being picked up. It's just what Antonio Brown you gonna get.
I'm saying, do they pick him up? Period. I want
you to say yes or no.
He getting picked up somewhere?
I think so. I think he get at least one shot.
I was reading something and they said Antonio Brown can be suspended again. So that shit gonna be. I think teams still gonna wait to see what's gonna happen with that second round because that second investigation. But I would love to see Antonio Brown on the team, man. I love to see Antonio Brown on the team, but you gotta get the right AB, man. Like these players crazy, man. These players crazy. Who would y'all want to see Antonio Brown on right now? If y'all had a chance right now to pick a team for Antonio Brown.
I'm going Baltimore.
Baltimore. I like Baltimore. I think Baltimore for PC. That's what Lamar Jackson needs. So I like that Baltimore pick. See who you got?
I got the Jets.
The Jets. They need a receiver, period. But ain't nothing good. Ain't nothing good in New York. Ain't nothing good in New York right now.
Well, Dog just left too. That just messed up the whole defensive game.
Jamal Adams
and Mosley just opted out. They second best defensive player just quit.
Yeah. So ain't nothing good going on in the Jets. I love to see him in Seattle. Seattle would be a great fit. Or Philly.
Seattle would be nasty. That's one of my favorite spots too. That'll be nasty. Hey, but what if KC got lucky to get him though?
I don't think KC need him. I think he'll be in the way. I think he'd be in a way in KC.
That'd be crazy.
It'll be crazy, but I think he'll be in the way in KC. With Sammy returning, Harmon good, Tyreek, and Kelsey, I think AB in the way. AB in the way, man. Those speedy guys outside, you in the way. You wouldn't need them.
Hardman just wouldn't see the field.
Yeah, and Harmon a beast. Why pay money for AB when you got Harmon? You know what I'm saying?
Because his footwork ain't like because Hardman footwork ain't like AB.
But Harmon nasty though. When you don't need
but he still ain't AB.
You don't need him. You don't need him.
I'm gonna have 3 number ones when you look at it.
But why do you need 3 number ones when you got?
Because Mahomes my quarterback.
You got to go get a guy with Tyreek. You got to go get a guy with Tyreek, and you can play Harmon cheap money, and he's out there. He's gonna outrun everybody on the field. He's a quarterback to go down the field, and he's gonna outrun everybody. Why bring in an AB That's when you start stacking and shit don't work for you. That's when you start stacking. You fuck up something you got good. You start stacking, trying to be greedy, and it don't work for you. It don't work out.
Tell that to the niggas in Golden State when they got KD.
Yeah, true. Yeah, life was good for them niggas, but you see what happened? You see what happened in return?
The niggas that sell they sold for 2 championships. Ask KD.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to chill on that, man. Don't talk crazy about my man so you get a haircut, big fella. You ain't had a haircut in 3 months and beard is still patchy. You know, my man be great with his 2 rings, dog. Don't come for my dog.
That nigga, you hit that nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy. You really ride for that nigga? Like, you know that nigga?
Say y'all cousins out town.
That shit a little weird. That shit make me uncomfortable.
Hey man, there's a lot of things that was uncomfortable, but we're gonna keep that off cam. But if you know, right, D? You know.
That shit was weird as hell.
That shit was weird as hell. That shit was weird as hell, but come on, man. Y'all niggas trying to turn the Joe Budden podcast, man.
Hey, it's only 2 people watching. It's all good.
Hey, so tight as hell.
Hey, man, it be classic, man. It be a classic.
Tight as hell. He tight as hell. Hey. But keep it going, B. Keep it going. What else do we have, man? Jamal Adams trade. How y'all like that Jamal Adams trade to Seattle? I think that's a great trade for Seattle. Seattle can be nasty.
It's a great trade, but do you think it brings back the Legion of Boom, though?
Yeah, Jamal Adams a beast. Jamal Adams a beast.
They just muse?
Yeah, that nigga. I don't know. Someone said, fuck, I'll let you guys tomorrow. That nigga dipped. He stepped out. Stepped away. Fuck y'all. That nigga, I ain't all this shit.
Get my ball.
That nigga about to send you a long ass text message. You bitch ass nigga. No. But I think Jamal Adams trade is a great trade. I like Jamal Adams on Seattle, man. I think it's a great deal.
The Seahawks was my original squad, so it's like it'll be nice to see them back at that level, man. I hit it once that O-line got terrible. Then he went through the whole struggle with no back, then no receivers, and it's like the piece is slowly coming back together. So I love to see that team get back where they was at.
Yeah, the NFL top one, huh? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you remember my first year in fantasy football. I took Marshawn Lynch, #1 pick overall, and the dog was dead. It just was my squad.
This nigga had the first pick overall. What year was that, boy? I don't know what year it was.
That was like
took Marshawn.
That was like AB and them Super Bowl run, because I only been doing fantasy since Texas, so that's what 3-4 years ago.
That nigga took Marshawn Lynch. Overall, #1, boy. Marshawn Lynch, #1 overall.
Go down to history. Worst first pick ever.
All those backs that was available. That nigga had Le'Veon. Yeah, all those backs, man. That nigga took Marshawn Lynch, #1. That was wild, son. And Marshawn Lynch is his back, and Dog is his quarterback. Who was your quarterback? What was that nigga name?
You set me up on that one right there.
Who's your quarterback? Blake Bortles.
Dog ain't even in the league. Hey,
Blake Bortles in the league. He'll back up. Yeah, he'll back up. What happened to Tom?
I don't know. I'm shooting him. I'm hitting him up right now.
Tom dipped out like a motherfucker.
Hey, but you can't lie. It's crazy as y'all clowned me that year though. That team went. Well, I went all the way. I ain't win it, but I went all the way. You feel me? So y'all.
You went to the playoffs?
Blake was balling that year.
Did you get to the playoffs that year?
Yeah.
Tom, see him made the playoffs that year, first year?
First year? I don't think so.
Yeah, I did.
When you picked Marshawn?
When I had Marshawn and Blake Bortles? Yeah, I did. I got put out first round.
That shit sound iffy.
That money sounds funny in the light.
I don't see Blake Bortles playing good with 12 and 13.
No. Real shit.
But
That was Blake Bortles' good year. It's one good year.
Yeah, that's when we started calling and I had AR-15. That's when we started calling him AR-15.
Yeah. Blake Bortles had that one good year. He had that one good year. That's when Blake Bortles was Blake Bortles. So,
I think I had AR-15, Lockett, and somebody else. Like, y'all cooked my whole team, and we made it to the playoffs, man.
I know you had Olsen. You had a couple of pieces, but that shit was funny. I made the playoffs that year anyway, so whatever. But top one NFL top 100, man. How y'all feel about that list, man? You had no Kenny Golladay, who had 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes was the 4th best ranked player, and no Carson Wentz on that list.
Carson Wentz, decent player. He probably deserved to be on that list. So I don't know how many quarterbacks. I don't know how many quarterbacks was, huh?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know how many quarterbacks they had. How many quarterbacks did they have on the list? If they only had 8, if they only had 8 quarterbacks on the list out of the 100 players, do I think he a top 8 quarterback? No. So it depends on how many quarterbacks is on the list.
How is he not a top 8 quarterback, son? How is he not a top 8 quarterback? Carson Wentz right now. Carson Wentz, the guy who throws 4,000 yards and don't have a 500-yard receiver, injury after injury, and threw 4,000 yards. How is Carson Wentz not a top 8 quarterback?
Shit. He don't stay healthy.
He don't stay healthy. He played a regular season. He healthy in a regular season. How is he still at a top 8 quarterback?
How y'all feel about Patrick Mahomes being number 4 though? Like he ain't just do his thing.
That's still crazy. I think that list trash. They still look bad doing some shit like that. How's Kenny Golladay, who led the league in touchdowns, 1,100 yards, not in the list, not on that list.
This list wild.
That list was terrible, man. That list was terrible. I think that they hurt themselves with that one.
Your boy's still on here though. Your boy D-Hop still top 10.
I mean, that's D-Hop. Come on, man. What we doing here? Come on, man. Nigga's best receiver in the league. Come on, man. What we doing here, man? What we doing here? D-Hop, best receiver in the league. Come on, man. Still the best receiver in the league. You know who should have been on that list? Action, nigga. Jackson, nigga.
Who?
D-Jack, nigga.
Why should he been on the list?
Because he's a beast. When he's on that field, he's a beast.
Boy, a beast on this couch right now, man. That's where he a beast at, man. Man. Dog done, man.
Beast, man. He's a beast,
dog done, man. I got respect because you got him up there, D, but dog done.
You say that every year. All he do is come out and throw catch 50-yard touchdown after 50-yard touchdown.
He throw catches, huh?
He catch 50-yard touchdown after 50-yard touchdown. That's all he do. 40-yard touchdown, 50-yard touchdown. Who counting? When it's 10 yards, who counting? That's all he do. I ain't gonna lie to you. He don't do much. 50-yard touchdown.
Out of these 5 quarterbacks, real quick, D, give me how you ranking them. Matt Ryan, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, and Carson Wentz.
That's 4.
I don't want to go that high. And Stafford.
So I'll go Stafford. Wentz. Dak, Matt Ryan, Cousins.
Damn. Cousins dropped that low for you?
I love Cousins.
Cousins is guy.
Cousins is my guy, but I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. Can't put Cousins. I can't put Cousins. I really can't put. Honestly, I changed that because I put Matt Ryan as 3rd. Matt Ryan nasty, boy. Matt Ryan nasty. Can't disrespect Matt Ryan. He nasty. And put Dak as 4th.
I think everybody be disrespecting Matt because he still ain't got over that hump, man. Until he get a ring, I think everybody gonna keep treating him like that. Man.
Yeah, Matt Ryan, nasty. I mean, and really, we argue, and we can argue that shit. We can argue that shit for days with that shit. Carson Wentz, you might have to put Carson Wentz over Stafford, but I like Stafford better. Carson Wentz wins. You know what I'm saying? What Carson Wentz does with that ball, he nasty. And he's more athletic. You know what I'm saying? Stafford has a better his accuracy downfield is better. But what's the name? But I'm about to go in. So I need some mosquitoes fucking the nigga up. Son. That game been on. That game looking
It's
like.
halftime. Houston up 4.
Before you come in, you need Vaseline.
I need Vaseline for what?
Let's talk culture real quick. What were some culture topics?
Okay. All right, let's go real quick. I'm ready to get off this shit. We got 2 Chainz versus. Yes, I heard you, baby. No, you're not getting no popsicle right now. You had M&M's and everything else. Close it down. No popsicle right now. No, close the door. That versus battle. Who y'all got? 2 Chainz versus Ross. Is that a wash?
And that's a wash. I don't even know why we talking about that. That's a wash.
That's such a wash, man. Such a letdown when you coming out Snoop and DMX. Such a letdown. I mean, I'm happy for anything they give us for the culture, but you could have gave Meek Mill or somebody else Chainz. You could put Chainz against somebody else. Ross top tier. You got to put Ross against T.I. Somebody like that. Ross top tier.
Yeah, Ross should have went against Jeezy. I think Jeezy a bitch though.
Yeah, I think Jeezy. Oh, he watched. I don't know if you watched Jeezy though. Jeezy 2020 is good.
No,
but
20.
Ross is
20 good. Ooh, I think Jeezy get Ross in 20.
20 is tough. 20 is tough. It's tough. It's tough with Ross. But Ross catalog, man, you gotta put Ross against somebody a top tier guy. 2 Chainz is if 2 Chainz was in the NBA, who would he be?
I can't believe Ross accepted that shit.
I don't know. I'm
mad.
I mean,
because it's mutual respect. You don't want to disrespect nobody. Like 2 Chainz, you ain't gonna disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? That's like who.
It ain't the disrespect though. Like it's just real talk. Like I don't think he on that level. Like I can see him going against some other people.
You disrespect him because he 2 Chainz got some shit. 2 Chainz
got some big record. He got big record.
And he got some big features.
He got big features. What he gonna do? Play all features?
He can play about 10 of them bitches.
He gonna have to, but they still ain't gonna fuck with Ross. I see that battle was a 15-5.
Hey, if Jeezy was in the versus, do Corporate Thuggin' and Geeked Up go off like they do in Detroit?
Definitely. That shit better play off. Corporate Thuggin' better go crazy. And Geeked Up is a classic, so that shit better. I mean, shit. If you ain't,
and
man,
we got somebody in the comments. They said that Matthew Stafford make the list.
I don't know.
I don't even think he did.
I didn't see him. I just was going through it. I didn't see him, but I didn't finish it either.
I doubt it because he was injured. So yeah, I doubt it.
Who else I got? What else I had? Culture. Keep going through culture.
The cops still haven't arrested they still ain't arrested the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Just thought we'd have to say that real quick.
Definitely gotta throw that out there.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
And your culture though, you got Trump bans TikTok. What happened on TikTok?
That shit was some rumor they said it was gonna ban TikTok.
Trump tweeted it out.
Why are you trying to ban TikTok?
But I kind of lightweight understand it because TikTok was created in China. So and when you signed up with most of these sites, you give them information, you give them the info, you know what I'm saying? You give them the right to get all your information off your phones. So by signing up with that shit, the niggas in China got all the information to everybody's fucking phones.
Yeah. So is that going on the record saying you agree with something that President
I don't know if China what China trying to do with it, but shit, if they can do some shit and hack some shit, you might have to ban that shit.
Is seeing Eminem in the versus battle, was it worth it? And if so, who should he battle?
He went full robot, man.
Y'all niggas shit.
Boy out here trying to run from them mosquitoes, and we can't hear nothing he's saying.
Nigga, y'all shit was crazy. Y'all shit sounded crazy.
Sounded good over here, dog. Just
yeah,
where
we
you was at,
we heard each other perfect.
And that's what I was asking. I was like, is that just my phone or y'all niggas sounded like, that shit sounded crazy. But hey man, I heard Tone. I don't know what was going on with that shit, with that TikTok shit, man. I heard Tone endorsing Trump though.
That's what I heard.
Nigga endorsing Trump. Trump's a fine president. He wouldn't do nothing wrong. He wouldn't do nothing wrong. You gotta respect that man, and no one wants to respect him.
I ain't never said no shit like that.
that nigga.
Y'all niggas y'all niggas let TikTok gain all your social security. It's a nigga in China getting shoes in your name right now.
Yeah,
nigga running a bake store down off your name.
You might be right.
Turning it around, selling it for Trump to $5, and they putting them in Foot Locker and Balenciagas for $250 plus, man.
You're right. Look at you. Now that's a China thing. It's the China disease. Look at you, boy. That nigga the China disease. The China disease. Boy, let me find out. Boy, let me find out. I'm telling you over there endorsing Trump. Boy, let me find out, man.
I never do no goofy shit like that, man.
He's a brilliant man. He's a brilliant man. Push the culture forward. What else did I have? Oh, last thing we had, man, closing that shit out, man. We're gonna talk about T.I.'s podcast. He had Jeezy on there, man. They was talking about Gucci, and they was talking about They were talking about coming together, doing some shit, man. And I wanted to know how y'all niggas felt about that shit. I mean, if y'all ain't heard the clip, they were basically talking, and they were saying they need to come together. As far as that track shit, they need to come together. Sound like they need to do an album or some shit together. But I just thought it was funny. I just think, me personally, when I look at that shit, T.I. stand on all that shit. He talk about no disrespect, this and blah, blah, blah. After that nigga did T.I. wife dirty like that on that song, What Kind of King? I don't think I can never. We ain't got to beef. We don't have to beef at all. We don't never have to beef. We don't have to shoot each other. We too old for that. We ain't got to fight. But I don't think we can ever be cool. We ain't doing no records. After the nigga talk about my wife like he talked about T.I. wife. That's just me.
But that part I can understand. But as far as trying to dead the beef and just be grown men about it,
the beef is dead though. The beef been dead. The beef been dead. They not beef. They not beef.
Are you sure it's been dead? Because it's just, it's the difference of being. It's the difference of not speaking on it, but it's still tension. You know what I'm saying?
But if y'all seeing each other, and y'all ain't shit happening, that shit dead. And then if you go back to Jeezy said before that nigga got locked up, them niggas met up and was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, once that shit get past, like, oh, we ain't talking about each other no more. You do your thing on your side, I do my thing on my side. It is what it is. Fuck it, it's done. It's done. That's cool. That's cool. I'm okay with that shit. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? But once, like I said, even with Jeezy, nigga, you killed one of my fellas. You killed one of my fellas. Nigga came to my hometown and got on stage and bragged about killing one of my fellas. I don't know if we could be friends after that. I don't know if we can do music together after that. Because it's too much blood shed. Like, we might be okay, you know what I'm saying? But how do my people feel who lost their life, who got shot, who took losses behind that type of shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
T.I. How would my wife feel if, okay, me and Jeezy, like, fuck it, me and Gucci say, fuck it, we cool, but you just put out that, you dogged my wife like that, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know if we can be friends after some shit like that, because it's too much history. That history don't just run with them two. And that's how it goes with artists. I was hearing ARF, not to just go off topic, I'm gonna let y'all niggas go, but I was hearing ARF talk about that shit with Meek Mill when they was beefing with Meek Mill. It's like, nigga, it's not us beefing. It's the people in the street, our entourage beefing. You know what I'm saying? We see each other. We ain't gonna hurt each other. But our entourage might see each other and niggas dying in the streets. You gotta ride for your people at that point, because you know what I'm saying? You got niggas behind you just like I said, they losing their life. They put their blood in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Behind that shit. How can we just go off and be like, oh no, that's them? You know what I'm saying? And they doing it for us.
Because when you the captain of the ship, niggas follow your lead. So if you the captain of the ship, and you tell your soldiers, we ain't on. Both captains tell their soldiers they ain't on that shit. They follow their lead, and what you do after I tell you we ain't on that shit is on you. You gotta lead. You gotta lead. You gotta be a leader.
You're right about that shit. But if you're the captain of your ship and you lead and you really lead that shit, then your soldiers would be losing their life out there. If your word is what it said is, and you the real captain.
I mean, that's part of being a soldier, right? Soldiers die. The soldiers die in war every day.
I just know. Me personally, I ain't in the streets. I ain't in the streets. So I ain't saying like somebody got to go out and kill each other. Like I said, I ain't saying nobody should be beefing. They too old. Everybody should be allowed to get money and just live. You know what I'm saying? Live happy. But I don't know if I can ever be friends like we doing records together. Like I said, after you kill somebody or you talk about my wife like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
once a nigga tell you how he really feel about you, it's hard to look past that shit, bro. It's hard to look past that shit.
Yeah, that shit different. He probably won't never get past that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like shit, nigga, we 40. Sometimes, nigga, let's end it, and shit, it is what it is. T.I. probably never had Gucci over dinner at his house. But shit,
that's what I'm talking about.
Right, but that ain't to me. That ain't what to me. It didn't seem like that's what they wanted. I think they wanted to ease tension. I think they should be if let's say whatever the Atlanta birthday bash, which is a big event. I think if T.I., Jeezy, and Gucci right now, I don't think they all could be there without it being something. But if they be like it ain't nothing, they should all be able to be there. No entourages fighting or nothing. It should be a calm, peaceful event.
I mean, I'm with that. I'm with that, and you might be right. Like I said, I just look at it like with me. I just know it wouldn't be. We can be cordial, but after you talk about my wife and like all that shit, it's just like, dang, that's how I feel. Go ahead, Sid.
I already spoke on it. Shit, for me personally, if you're gonna dead the beef, dead the beef. It ain't like it gotta be an everyday situation. But at the same token, I'm with Tone on that. If you a general, you gotta be able to tell your troops, hey, chill. It's over with, it's dead. But we done seen a lot of scenarios of watching stuff like The Wire. Sure, watching what's the one you just got watching, Tone? Snowfall. Everybody, soldiers don't always lead. They think they know best because of what their mentality told them was supposed to be right for so long. So you get caught up in that bullshit. You can't control them niggas at always. So, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it's something that could be dead and for real if that's what they're gonna do, and go for it. I ain't saying make no music together because I'm with you on that, D. You talk about mine. I don't know if I can sit there and do any type of hook, none of that with you. Like, we might have to put on gloves. You talk about my wife, we gotta at least put on gloves before I do business with you. It ain't gotta be super street, but we definitely gotta just go ahead and put some gloves on and get it in. Like, cause ain't no going back from it.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it.
Y'all ready in this shit? It's 1:30. We get an hour 30 pod.
Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here.
All right, man. That's Zoom pod number 2 or 3 or some shit like that, man. Episode 79 for sure. You know, we out.